Okay. Welcome to the second talk today. It's a pleasure for us to present the next speaker, Yang Liu. He's currently a doctoral candidate at Universitat Politécnica de Madrid, and his research interests are in the areas of natural language processing, machine learning with a special interest on distributed representation learning and its applications and neural language processes task. He will give us her talk, increasing the trading prediction with mining aggregated human texting message. Thank you very much, and a big applause for Yang Liu.
Good morning, everyone. I'm a little novice because this is my first presentation for the professional audience. So I have some mistake. Please forgive me. Okay. Now I'm beginning my presentation. My title is Increase the training prediction by mining aggregated human text message. This relation the NLP, and another area is the quantitative investment, because this always from the text to extract some information to inside the finance and give some the business decision to the invest. How to use investor the stock, how to use how to avoid some the finance risk. So I'm a PhD student. I'm from China. My name is Yang Liu. Now my major is business intelligence from the Universitat Politécnica de Madrid. I have my presentation is the 4 parts. One is the abstractor. 2 is the sentiment analysis. 3 is the model correction and prediction. 4 is the conclusion and the feature work. Okay, I'm beginning the first part. I read much more the paper relation to this area, so I promote and the one new methodology to the propose on this predictor the stock movement, and this is based on the text mining, social media, and financial news. So I can be to list 3 ways to increase the by event date. Okay, this is the work is very effective to the extract the social media and financial news. This research is very spec for the market. I also to investigate the market of in the China and the Spain and the USA. This is my workflow. You can see it, and the 4 parts. The corpus is from the 3 parts: social media, financial news, and stock market. Then I use the processing. Third one is the model correction. Use the RN and the CNN. It's focus on the deep learning. Model section is the use the model prediction and the model evaluation. Okay. Before I expand the list process. Next one is in the processing is the hours to the high. Just extract the news highlight, because it's I deleted the context because it's very complex. So just I need to extract the news highlight because it's very effective in the focus on every day, and filter the store words and open the word like dictionary. Next one, I just use the 2 ways to validation, pristine recall, and the key folder. Okay. Second one is the sentiment analysis. Data resource. this is the totally data from the CNN, adjusted to the capture online in the CNN, and the stock data from the Standard Power 500. This is from the Yahoo Finance. The type range. Type range is from the May 2006 to February 2017. Oh, this is a focus on the industry, the IT company. But now just focus on the one company. Then in the future, I focus on the Walmart and Boeing because it's a different the industry. The variable, 3 variable, date, news title, and corresponding and stock indicate. Oh, this is I show you the financial news as I capture online in some the data and the title. It's from the everyday because I show you for example 26 not have the news, so just deleted this day. Okay, and so on. Because this the data have the 5,000 categories, so it's much more. Fixture selection. You know the fixture selection is in the text mining very important. So I can choose some ways to change the list text to the vector or number. Have the one is the modular information. Second one is TF-IDF. You know the TF-IDF is very popular in the text mining. 3 is PCA. 4 is the cost extrapy. Extrapy is very similar to TF-IDF, but now some person is use the TF-IDF. Okay, information gun. LDA. LDA. Many person use these ways to training some complex text. Word appending. Word appending is from the 2013. This methodology including two ways. One is a work to vector, and the other one is a fast test. But today I just use the work to vector to training my data. Model encryption. Oh, this is a ways to show how to use the work to vector. Input is one document. It's similar to, for example, every day the title inside this work to vector. Output is show some distance and is the dimensional in the list space in the calculated the list words in the list space, the distance, and for example, Spain, Belgium, Netherlands, Italian is the vector very similar. So I can now show you model encryption. For example, word to vector use the two model continue back over words. For example, I and the dog. I and the dog is long, can be export like. For example, I like dog. It's too long to export the variable. Continue. Or skip gram is, for example, like is the variable to, for example, I like you, he like the dog, so can be export the I like dog is long. It's the two model. One is the continue back of words, another one is skip gram. One example. This example from the one paper, very famous in this area. For example, this is the example. It total show me the highlight is the positive negative words. For example, fire, disappointment, cancer, worried, or no. Okay, it's one summary to the by word to vector. And I can put the list the low dimensional onto its the space can be to calculate the some similar the words the distance, and I can analyze the words semantic in this space. Now I show you by the core test. The core test from is the software from the French. It's okay. Oh. My God. Wait a moment. Sorry. Oh. Okay, here. I can show me the table. Is many the words is the distribute in the list space. It's the very many the dimensional. Oh, this the data is the similar before I show you the Google News. This text is just totally captured online from the CNN. So you can see some words. For example, I find the good is the positive words. For example, here is the one known the Google. No longer the distance is Facebook. Here. Okay. Wait. I search good. What happened? And for example, I show these Google words. The connector, the words is for example, video, event, watch. This is for China making is very similar the distance in the list space. For example, Yahoo. Because of this data, I don't to delete some the noise. Because for example, the noise is some the to or do or watch. This is the noise words. So I just show some raw data, Okay, continue. Wait a moment, sorry. Okay. Then first step, I calculated some distance in the one space by the work to vector. So then I to classify some the data by the logical regression. This is the table. Trigger is the represent the positive, cause represented the literature, some square to the negative the words. So the circle, first step, I just to delete the circle because before I told you some the noise data. So I deleted this noise data. This circle is represented the noise data. Okay, the classification statement. I've just focus on the construction the text to first step find some the lective words by the word to vector because I just see some the words. For example, before I show you some the fire disappointment is very easier to find this space. Second one is design the linear regression to find classify 3 class. Okay, design the strategy to the class statement. Okay, continue. Is the happy? Is a very one person in the China is a NBA player is Yao Ming. Okay, is I just to present the class 1 positive. Is Leroy is the class 0. Okay, is the very quiet is the native class native 1. Okay, is processed in this model. Inputs use title. Feature selection because I just choose the order to vector. Output feature class lecture 1 0 and 1. Okay, summary. This process is the focus on some solved some place on the words because this place on the words is total is noise. Second one is to very collective classify some the words in the positive, literature, and negative. 3 is I can improve this prediction accuracy is very better and to reduce some the noise in the list space. Okay, model correction and prediction. Oh, I designed one model in the deep learning. Okay, you can show the input layer is the feature vector, the 3 parts inside the convolution layer, poly layer, and the hidden layer. Output is the submax, is the result of the stock up and down or down. Input layer is the feature class inside some the lecture 1 0 1. Hidden layer is some the department the use the TensorFlow. Output layer is the result of some stock indicate up or down. Okay, feature class. Feature class is before I show you use the work to vector to output some the 3 class inside this model. So this can be improved prediction accuracy. Second layer, the department of the weight. This second layer is just collusion the 3 layer below layers, including the poly layer, convolution layer, and the hidden layer. Third layer, the result of the stock, just to predict the stock up or down. Oh, conclusion and feature work. Because I think the accuracy is the result always beyond emotion, and when the key words very seem important, because this area is very special. So I always to delete some the noise data is very difficult. Then even more the statistical inside this financial is very difficult because I always focus on everyday the news before I showed one data is not have, just have the 27 and February, but don't have the 26th February. So it's a very noise. You affect this raw data. And I always do focus on huge some data because it's a news. For example, in the Twitter, in the Weibo, or this is the China Twitter, and financial news. Because this is the financial news, I can connect the Thomson Reuters, Bloomberg, or CNN, or BBC. Okay, future work. I will improve this prediction system because the use other deep learning, GAN area. You know this one. Okay. Second one, I will private this model. The other area, for example, I can avoid the financial risk. For example, the fraudulent conduct. Okay. Thanks for your attention. Because this research is my paper, and I'm reading this paper, so I don't show some code. I'm sorry. Do you have any question?
Any question, please? Yeah, one.
Well, I got two questions. The first one is, when will the material that you just showed that will be available online to consult?
Say again?
All the things that you show us today, when they will be uploaded online? So I can download it and see this.
When?
When? Yeah, when?
This year.
Okay. And the other one, what kind of pooling did you use in your pooling layers?
Oh, this is just this is the model, yeah? I know. This model, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, this is my designed layer. So I tried some this department. I just to physical. This is image. But I to try some TensorFlow by predict accuracy and to compare the every algorithm. For example, RN and CNN. So I compare, but now I don't to tell you the accuracy because this is my paper. So I don't, but now I don't publish my paper. So I don't show you the code. Sorry.
Okay.
Questions? Raise hands. One.
Thank you for the great presentation. First of all, about WordVic, did you use the pre-trained model or you train your own model? Because
training two model.
no,
One
like
is the
like Word2Vec. So did you use the
vector? Okay.
Did you
His
like
model? I use the core test to calculate the distance. Now to classify the negative, negative, positive words to use the logical regression to classify.
but the model is pre-trained, or like you train their own model, because you can use like pre-trained model.
No, no new model. Just use the wait a moment. Use this model to calculate the distance, the output the vector, then use the logical regression to use this regression to classify the three class. And three class is before I show you. I told you some latitude 1, 0, and 1 is three class. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
More questions? Any more?
Any question?
Any questions? I have one. Which languages are supported by now with this vector-to-word cortex?
Which language?
Which languages?
Chinese and English.
Only these two.
What?
Only these two, English and
Yeah,
Chinese.
yeah,
by-
yeah.
by
Just
now.
to compare this model performance. But first step, I just use the English to collect some the English title. Just focus on the title. And the second step, I focus on the Chinese because I have some the raw data from the Weibo. You know, Weibo is a Chinese Twitter, so I use this model to training some the Chinese data. So two languages, and I think it's the next step use the Spanish because I know the Spanish. So okay. You have some question? Oh,
One.
You know, if you know some different into the Spanish, into the English and Chinese results.
Yeah.
You.
I have.
Okay. And
I show you the. Wait a moment.
Then in your
it's
work
a
vector,
English
in your
resource.
work vector model, did you apply? Did you don't apply stop words? Why did you don't apply the stop words? Did you have the difference into these two?
I don't understand. Please, you can speak Spanish.
Yeah.
I don't.
Stop words. Do you apply stop words in the word to vector model? Stop words.
Stop words.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I show you the stop words.
But
I have the dictionary of the some the positive and negative. I show you. Okay, wait a moment. This have the you can down the online.
Okay, but they are different in the model when you apply the stop words or not.
Stop words, for example, the to, do, and some the other he, net, just reserved some the effective the words. For example, the positive words. Wait a moment, I show.
Okay, no worries. No worries.
Very difficult.
Probably you can show me later.
Okay, now I discuss some in the.
No worries.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry, very difficult to find.
Hi, you said that you're also using a recurring neural network, I guess for the stock price analysis, not for the sentiment part, but how are you combining both of them?
Oh, now I training this data is some the positive to present the up. Literature is the stable. Negative is the represent the down. This is the result. But for example, I coding the every day have some the news title to combine the every day the stock indicate to predict. But now I don't show I don't show you the some the stock indicate. Sorry.
Okay.
Anyone more questions? No? Then Give a big applause and go to the next